Hi there, I'm Morgan Promnitz, the Senior Fishing Brand Manager here at Hobie, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about kayak fishing. Oh, hang on, let's do that differently. Hi, my name is Morgan Promnitz. I'm the Senior Fishing Brand Manager here at Hobie, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Hobie Outback. We sold our very first Hobie Outback almost 17 years ago, and since then it's experienced its fair share of changes. Thanks to those improvements, it's been one of the most successful selling kayaks in the world. Something about the Outback has made it the obvious choice for many happy Hobie customers. But with any great product, there's always room for improvement. Introducing the 2019 Hobie Outback. A fresh new design with modern looks, packed full of existing and new features, makes the 2019 Outback the best Outback yet. Much like the modern Ford Mustang mirrors its predecessors with certain looks and features, we've kept traits of the old Outback that have made it successful, and given it that all-familiar Outback look with a modern flair. Everything we did with this kayak had to be the same or better than the previous offering. So I'd like to explain some of its designs and features to you that make it just that. First off, it's quieter through the water while remaining extremely maneuverable. It even paddles better with improved tracking and glide. It's so stable that even I can stand up on it, and it comes with the Vantage CTW seat, which is 1.5 inches wider on the bottom than the CT version. Dual steering makes it controllable with either hand, and a kick-up rudder folds away underneath the hull for transport. Side carry handles improve handling and loading. It's stackable for storing or transporting one on top of the other. A replaceable keel strip shields the underside of the hull, and a MirageDrive fin recess protects the blades when they're folded flat against the underside of the hull. Reflective bow decals are included, giving the customer the option to add them for extra visibility and safety, especially under low light conditions. We kept 2 molded-in trays on either side of the seat, as well as 4 molded-in rod holders for those who like to fish. The flat deck has more standing room thanks to more width and an all-new vertically oriented rectangular hatch. The hatch itself provides more storage space and includes a gear bucket. Standing pads sit flush on either side of the hatch, cushioning your feet and adding grip. 2 molded map pockets, one on either side, accompany the new H-Track Deluxe storage pockets in the cockpit. The front H-Track Deluxe storage pockets come with H-rails inboard with built-in tracks on top for mounting even more accessories. The rear pockets have bungees inboard, which diversify the use of the rear cargo area, so you can carry a large cooler sideways. Both front and rear H-Track Deluxe storage pockets have integrated bungee systems for securing gear and attaching accessories to, with tool holders and plenty of attachment points for things like pliers and leashes. Hobie Outback is fish finder ready, equipped with the Hobie Guardian retractable transducer shield. This feature protects fish finder transducers from impact and provides optimal transducer performance. 3 pre-installed wire plugs and a transducer scupper make installing a fish finder as easy as possible. Outback is power pole ready, no adapter plate necessary, with 4 molded-in 1/4-20 inserts in the rear. Lastly is one of my favorite features, the Outback loader. This piece comes standard and easily attaches to the rear handle. Squared-off skid guards provide a sturdy platform for easy loading and offloading from roof racks. This cuts the lifting strength needed significantly and makes transporting this kayak easy enough for anyone. Here's a 2019 Outback that we've added a few bells and whistles to. This particular one is rigged up for kayak fishing, but it also shows a small example of some of the parts and accessories that Hobie offers that allow customers to rig up their kayaks to meet their specific needs. Probably the first change that I really like about this kayak is easy access to this front hatch. It's still a really large hatch, but now it's just a lot easier to open and close using these 2 bungees on top and these 2 eyelet posts. There's still a sail mast in case you want to add an accessory here or you want to use our kayak sail. I added an H-bar right here And I like this accessory because it allows me to pull myself out of the seat easily and then stand up and lean against it at the belt line. Honestly, this kayak is extremely stable and you don't need an H-bar to stand up on it, but sometimes I take my pops fishing and he loves to have an H-bar, so I gotta have it. MirageDrive well is pretty much the same thing. You have two pulleys here now. On the right side, you have your rudder control. On the left side, you have your new Guardian transducer, retractable transducer control. So you can check out the Hobie Guardian video for more information on that. There's two molded in rod holders up front and two in the back. We've added a new feature to them. There's a nice little tab, so they're easier to grip, and you can remove that little plug that keeps them sealed for if you're storing them outside in some tough conditions. The cockpit area is extremely feature rich. Starting off on each side here, you have the H-Track Deluxe. So basically, there's a track system that's built into the outside of this area, a tray system in the middle that's great for storing all kinds of accessories like tackle boxes. There's a map pocket in here, so you're still able to stuff all kinds of things in there. And then to the H-rail right here, we've actually added a track. So you have plenty of opportunity to mount track accessories or H-rail accessories. Another thing I really like is there's built-in retainers with bungee. So you can add boga grips or pliers. That was one of the main things we wanted to do, was have a place where you could store your tools and not lose them. These bungee retainers are great for attaching them there, and we actually finally have a good place to put your pliers, fish grippers, scissors and cutters, things like that. They're always there and I know where to find them. There's room right here for storing a large tackle box, and then also on either side here you have your fish finder ready plugs right here where you'll bring your transducer cable or your power cable out. In the middle of the cockpit right here, you have our new vertically oriented rectangular hatch. And so it opens towards the pedals, and there is a tackle bin in there that allows you to keep more tackle boxes or soft plastics. One of my favorite things about the hatch lid is there's a bottle opener right here and a little map pocket that can catch your bottle tops if you're so inclined to drink some nice cold Coca-Colas on the water. This entire area is designed to be completely flush and catch-free. We really concentrated hard on making these standing pads completely flush with the top of the hatch. And the reason for that was to allow an angler to stand completely flat no matter where they place their feet on the deck right here. These add a lot of grip, and they also dampen sound on the kayak. We've added an extra set of scupper holes right here. So now there's two sets of scupper holes in your kayak. There's several reasons for that. Number one, it stiffens up the deck right here, makes it even better for standing. Number two, you now have two different areas in the kayak where you can insert one of our carts. So for example, if you have a live well system in the back where the tubes are going through the rear scuppers, you can utilize these scuppers to insert your cart. The other cool thing is, if you're surf launching or you're in rough conditions and you're getting a lot of waves and stuff into the cockpit, it's another great area for water to drain, so you get even better draining. The next item is dual steering. So you have two steering handles on this new Outback, and the great thing about that is no matter if your left or right hand is occupied, one of them is usually always available to steer and allow you to keep control of your kayak. The Vantage CTW seat. The reason it's CTW is the W stands for wide. It's 1.5 inches wider than the regular Vantage seat. And actually, if I take this seat off, you can see underneath where the Guardian scupper hole comes through right here. So I'll put this back on. Another thing with it is on this seat, the kickstands are permanently deployed. So back here, they're actually deployed at all times. If you want them down, you have to pull on this tab to go into the low, medium, or tall position. I also added a seat back bag right here, great for storing your leader or additional tackle boxes. Moving into the cockpit of the kayak, you can see where these two other scupper holes are right here. Again, your two rear molded in rod holders. One of the coolest things again right here is the H-Track Deluxe. In the back we have a bungee system on the inside instead of the H-Rail. And this allows you to store 2 more large 3700 size Plano tackle boxes on either side. So the new Outback has room for plenty of fishing tackle and gear. That's what I love about it. I still added an H-crate to the back, and the reason for that is additional rod storage. I can attach accessories to the H-rails. Another cool feature about this kayak, it's a pretty minor one, but I've gone to the beach so many times, especially in those scenarios where you have to use a cart to portage your kayak down to the water. There's never a good place to put a cart on your kayak unless it breaks apart and can fit inside the hatch. So we added this little retainer right here. So now you can put your cart right here, pull out a little bit of bungee, attach it, and your cart is secured to the kayak. It's one of my favorite features about the new 2019 Outback. Also, on the rear of the kayak, there's 4 inserts right here, which already line up with the power pole plate. So this kayak comes power pole ready. Another cool thing is this large oversized handle, and I can show it to you a little bit better if I pull the power pole down right here. And you can see you can actually get 2 hands in there for when you're portaging or transporting the kayak. One of my favorite ways to use a cart on this kayak is by putting the wheels in the center scuppers where it's really balanced out and you can portage it that way. So that's a quick rundown of how I've rigged up this 2019 Outback for bass fishing. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of an idea of the possibilities of this fantastic kayak. So thanks for checking it out, and check out Hobie.com for more details. Here are the 2019 Outback specifications. Length, 12 foot 9 inches. Width, 34 inches. Capacity, 425 pounds. Fitted hull weight, 85 pounds. Fully rigged weight, 103 pounds. In summary, it's 8 inches longer, 1 inch wider, and has 25 pounds more capacity. The camo color has been very popular with outdoor enthusiasts and comes standard with turbo fins. There are plenty of other aspects that make the Outback unique and better in every way, but we made sure it still looks, feels, and acts like an Outback should. We're confident that this kayak is going to continue appealing to recreational kayakers and serious kayak anglers alike who want the most diverse, do-it-all kayak that exists today. Hey, thanks for watching.